Welcome to the What's Good Tampa Show. What's Good Tampa Show. This is where we talk about all things Tampa Bay and beyond. Coming to you from the Gimmick in Ybor City, here's your hosts, Austin and Sean.
Still in Ybor City, making it happen.
Still in Ybor City. I don't think we're ever leaving.
No,
it's home. It's home. You know,
wrecking ball to take this thing down.
It's funny. I've gotten so many jokes lately about people giving me shit about being in Ybor so much. And it's you know, the other day, I don't know if you've ever heard of this before or if you followed my Instagram story, Tampa's Life.
Yeah.
I had some blonde hair stuck up in my car muffler. Did you see any of this?
No.
Okay, you didn't? You didn't see any of this?
No.
Okay, so on my Instagram, I posted.
Maybe I did.
So I parked at the parking garage in St. Pete the other week, and I'll tell you, all of a sudden, I walked up to my car. There was blonde hair coming out of the muffler. All right, and I reached for the hair. I started pulling it out. I got a bunch out. I kept coming and coming. I got this blonde hair. I'm not even.
Now, is it like human hair or like dog hair?
Human hair. Blonde hair comes out of my muffler. People are basically giving me shit that I spent too much time in Ybor, or I ran over a blonde chick, or something happened, right? Just making jokes.
Dude,
making
the newly
jokes.
single gimmick.
And then all of a sudden I found out, someone finally said to me, maybe this is just a prank people are doing on like Jeep people, because you know how Jeep people will get like these things going.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Well,
So,
if you're going to prank somebody, a Jeep person would be the person to prank.
Right, exactly.
You guys do the wave and
the
everything.
ducks. What the fuck with the ducks? I don't even know what the duck thing is. But anyway, so I happened to Google it, blonde hair coming out of my muffler.
What does it mean?
Turns out some companies actually put like this hair type of stuff inside your muffler to make the sound not so loud. And if if it starts sending out the hair, that means your muffler is basically breaking.
So you're going to get a new muffler.
Well, my car is fucked is what I'm learning out of this.
Well, you drive a Jeep.
But this entire time for like 2 weeks, I was freaking out. Like, who is putting blonde hair in my muffler?
Damn.
Because when I took it out the first time, like I come back a week later and I see there's more blonde hair.
So that's
coming.
what it is.
So that's what it is. My muffler is basically breaking. Have you ever heard of muffler hair? This is your first time hearing of it.
No. I never drove a Jeep.
Yeah, you drive a Bronco.
Bronco.
Well, you used to drive a Bronco, but you only had it for like
November. I have my green one coming in.
Oh, this is your second one after your first one
brand
wasn't working. Brand new, like your last one that you had to take back, right?
I took it off the assembly line, and you can only do what you can do.
Yeah. Well, that was.
There were some noises that were questionable.
Yeah.
And Ford decided they were just going to buy it back.
Yeah.
It's
So
a
I think it's clear that buying a Bronco in the first place was a mistake.
During the pandemic, remember, I had to wait 2.5 years, so there was a lot of stuff that got held up. Now it's all the kinks are fixed.
Yep.
And except the kink with you putting hair in your muffler. That kink still lives.
That is so weird, though. If you haven't looked at this before, Google muffler hair and you'll see what I'm talking about. I have some in the car. Maybe I'll bring it in.
Really?
It looks exactly like human hair. You would think it was a weave.
Do you think we could get a homeless off the street that would eat that hair for $10?
What is it with you and the homeless again?
I just want to give them opportunities. That guy, did you see when we were just walking back from lunch?
Yeah.
Well, he just said, and I saw he had Jordans on.
He had
so
nicer
I jumped
shoes
it.
than I've ever owned.
And I go, damn. He goes, what's up, guys? Like, trying to talk to me, ask for money. He goes, I'm like, dude, you got nicer shoes than me. I got my flip-flops on. You got Jordans, baby?
Yeah.
And I just kept walking. I knew the gimmick.
Oh,
but he started yelling at me. What did he say?
He said, you think I bought these shoes? People
no,
you think
I never crossed my mind whether you bought them or not. But boy, they're getting real creative. The setup.
I think so. I think so.
They're almost like comics. They're like setting up the punchline.
Yeah.
And then I stepped on his joke and I bounced.
Yeah. Oh. Speaking of comics, we're going to have Dan Bakst.
I think Dan Bakst, the legendary, the one-of-a-kind man here in the Tampa area, one of the most popular comics here in Tampa. We're going to have him on here in the second segment.
I'm excited about that. That's not the first time he's been on, but he'll be on.
And you've seen him, and you've done a lot of the comic things, and you enjoy comedy, right?
I do enjoy comedy, yes. And I think Dan's a funny guy. I think Uncle Laser you had here a few weeks ago is a funny guy.
Yep.
So I want to talk to him about that and see what his thoughts are.
It was fun. It was fun.
It was a good show. Speaking of being a comic, that's kind of a weird job.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to ask you a question.
Okay.
This came up on this thing I was looking at online.
Yeah.
About the weirdest job you ever had to earn a buck.
Weirdest.
Yeah.
That's a good. You kind of caught me off guard, but I can go with the flow here. I can remember my first job. I was, I believe, 10 or 11 years old, and the neighbor 2 houses down. He wanted, anytime there was fresh snow, he wanted someone to shovel his deck off. And it was weird because it's the first time I'd ever my dad would be like, yeah, go over, see what, Al thinks, and rest in peace, Al. But I'd go over there, and he was a very wealthy guy, and you don't know at 10 years old what's going on.
No.
So...
Is this To Catch a Predator? Is that where we're going with this?
No.
Are you sure?
No, he's a good dude. So I go over there. Every time it would snow, I'd get up at like 6 a.m. and I'd just shovel it. And he's like, yeah, every time you shovel the deck, you're going to get paid. And this is the first time ever getting paid. So this is my first job ever. And I remember asking when I was done the very first time, and maybe this has stuck with me forever. And if you know who I am and what the sales job, that I had for a long, long time, and then owning my own businesses, when I was done, he asked me, he said, how much do I owe you? I'm 10.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, but dude, this guy was one of those, he owned a very, very, very big marina on our lake, and the only one. And so I was kind of like taken back. I'm like, I just thought you were going to give me, I would have took $2. Like, I didn't know.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, this is part of it. When you're done doing something, you have to tell how much somebody owes you. Like, what are you going to charge me for, like, what you just did?
Oh, wow.
And I was like, $150. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, I think I said something like $10, I think.
Yeah.
And he gave me 20, and he said, every time it snows, when I wake up in the morning and the deck's shoveled, you'll get $20.
Nice.
So now I'm like waiting for it to snow and like excited to run over there. So that was the first job. What about you? I mean, other than the one,
weirdest thing I ever did for $1 would probably be the wrestling business.
Oh, yes.
Wrestling would probably be my weirdest.
So how did you get into wrestling? Like, you didn't wrestle in high school.
No, not really. No,
you were more of a showman.
Yeah, I was more of a. It's theater, dude. It's like more theater than anything.
So how old were you when you wrestled your first match?
Like pro wrestling, I did do a little bit of amateur wrestling when I was a kid, but it was more like
backyard gimmick.
No, I mean it was more like my parents took me to the Y, and there was wrestling, and like.
But like literally wrestling,
yeah, like Greco wrestling.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Oh, real wrestling.
Yeah, like real wrestling. Yeah, and then
give me the showman. Like,
oh, that was more probably like 21 or 22.
So young 20s.
Yeah, young 20s.
And that's one of those things where everybody back then, if you were a dude, you probably liked pro wrestling because you're talking about the Attitude Era, coming off the golden era.
Yeah.
WCW. I just watched actually the thing that they have on Biography with when WCW and WWF were going at it.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Monday Night Wars.
Did you ever see that?
Oh, it was the best.
It was so crazy.
Great documentary.
And they kept going back and forth till, of course, they bought it out. But when you were watching that, were you like, was it like, I want to do those high-flying stunts, or were you more like, I want to be cheered on like Hogan, I want to run a gimmick, or was it more about the athleticism, the moves? Like,
it was a combination of it all, I think,
when you started, if you had your choice, did you want to be the babyface, or did you want to be the heel?
I always liked the bad guys.
Really?
Yeah, I always rooted for the bad guys. I liked the bad guys, maybe because I'm such a good guy, right? You know what I mean?
So that was like your alter ego.
Yeah, I'm alter ego. That's what it
That's
was.
sick. Did you ever go face paint, or were you more
no,
like
face paint,
you were like a David Bowie gimmick, right?
That was a David Bowie gimmick for sure. Maybe like more like David Hasselhoff gimmick.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
So going through your first matches, did you say like, dude, I can get into this?
Yeah, definitely. It was for me, dude.
That is a weird job.
It is a weird job.
Now, outside of wrestling, give me just like, what was your first job that you remember making money at?
My very first job, I worked at a theme park.
Nice.
Yep. And then and also, I guess I worked at McDonald's too.
That's important.
That was fucking sucked.
Was that like you're 15? You're like,
job.
fuck, I got to go in here and fill out the application.
Yeah, flipping burgers.
Were you actually flipping them?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, and then you had to put them in. It just sucked, dude.
But I'm sure there was a lot of happy people working there.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was
like your 45-year-old boss. He was in a good way.
He was good. He was living his best life.
We just met him. He was wearing the Jordans.
Yes, probably. Yeah. Speaking of where we just were having lunch, we were at Gaspar's Grotto. Maybe we'll play a quick clip.
Yeah.
Okay, what's good, Tampa? Here, Gaspar's Grotto, peanut butter and jelly wings. I can't believe these were on the menu. All right. I don't like it, dude. Odd. It's weird. It's so weird. No. Well, garlic parmesan is really good. Yeah. I don't know that I like peanut butter and jelly wings. I will say I had peanut butter on a hamburger one time and it was really good. Not on wings. Not on wings. No. You try?
Oh,
okay.
Austin hates them.
I don't hate them. I wouldn't order them again.
4.3.
Wow. Holy fuck.
Really good.
Yeah.
Well, really good because it's a classic. You know you're eating a wing, but you get that peanut butter and jelly. 10 years old watching cartoons.
Oh, okay. But
that was wild.
What did you think of the peanut butter and jelly chicken wings?
I mean, you said no. I gave it a 4.3 out of 5 only because
that's so high.
I just the way they made the taste. What I said to you is I can understand mentally where you don't think peanut butter and jelly should be on wings.
Yeah, I agree.
But the way they combined those things into a wing got me there.
It got you.
Got me there. I liked it.
So you like kind of the shredded peanuts on top?
I don't care about those, but they definitely hit the flavor profile. It was like as if you chopped up your bread and doused it in peanut butter, but coated it, not like sloppy.
Yeah.
I just think they did a phenomenal job. Shout out to Gas Bars.
Yeah, I love Gas Bars. What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten? Can you think of it?
I don't.
I'll tell you mine while you think about it.
Yeah.
At Loli's Tacos, they have a tongue taco. And so it was tongue. A tongue taco is probably the weirdest thing ever. I mean, alligator bites are so normal here. If you say that to somebody else who's not from Florida, that's really
like
strange
saying
for
like
them.
ostrich jerky. If you're from Florida, you've had one of those little stands where you're like, oh, it's ostrich. Let me try it. Beef jerky stick. Or gator. Yeah. I don't know. Weirdest thing. See, I was such a picky eater as a kid.
Really?
Such
just
a
chicken wings or what is
pizza's always been my favorite.
Yeah,
but like just
regular kid shit.
Or eggs. Loved eggs. Like every morning eggs. But like I never got into the like flavor profiles shit. No? Like comfort all the way.
Nothing strange.
No, I can't even think of something strange. Like, let me ask you a question. What's the strangest thing you've eaten that you loved that you didn't think you'd love?
Probably what I was telling you earlier, peanut butter on a burger.
Oh, you
really
said
good.
that.
Yeah, a burger. I got it at Ford's Garage. They have some type of peanut butter burger, which was really good. I was surprised by the savory and sweet.
Did you get any content there on your page?
Probably. I don't remember.
Guy got to check out Tampa's life. This guy doesn't like to promote. It's just such a great follow.
Yeah, it is.
And you got some awesome videos up there. Yeah, I got to think about that. But when we get back from break, I'm going to see if I can think about something that is the weirdest thing I've ever eaten. But guys, we'll be right back with you. Thank you. And again, please follow us on what'sgoodtampa.com. Where else can we find us on Instagram?
What's Good Tampa Show at What's Good Tampa Show.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So. Weird foods that I've tried.
Yeah.
I can't think of any, but you know what I'm addicted to in videos? I don't death scroll very often, but when I do, Chinese guys that don't speak English cooking on the boat that they caught the seafood from.
What?
You've never seen those videos? Dude,
no.
It's the best.
Okay, send me one, and then
I'm
I'll
going
throw
to.
it up.
It's amazing. They eat like octopus. They cook it right there on the boat as they catch it.
Yep.
And then eat it in front of you, and you don't know what they're saying and stuff. They got the flat teeth, the whole deal.
Really?
Yeah.
And this is on TikTok.
Facebook videos, maybe. I don't do TikTok.
Yeah,
I've never had
I get 2 messages from you? One from Sean and another from Vintage Gimmick.
It doesn't matter. I don't know how to use that shit. I don't post like I should more. Like you said, I don't even take pictures of my artwork that's available.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm out of my mind.
Yeah.
So, no, you were talking about, I think we were talking about comedy and stuff, and you love coming to the shows. We got the man coming on later, like we mentioned here. But what's your favorite part of comedy? Is it the way it makes you feel inside or just the vibe?
I don't know. I mean, everybody loves to laugh, all right? That's the best, to me,
Definitely.
that's the best emotion is to laugh. So laughing heals everything.
Okay.
So that's why I like comedy. And since we're going to have Dan on, and I feel like if you ever watch my page a lot, I'm the king of the dad jokes.
Yes,
I got all the dad jokes, right? So
and I don't know if you should admit that, but in the comedy world,
hey, I have no kids, so I can be king of the dad jokes.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter, So I want to see if I can make you laugh. Okay. And now, you have your phone? Where's your phone?
Yeah.
Get your phone out, and I want you to put a 2-minute timer on. Okay. And I'm going to just spit out all the dad jokes I've written down here.
And I just got to watch you say them?
And
what's the rules?
You need to try not to laugh. It's 2 minutes too long. Maybe we just do 60 seconds.
60, I like it.
All right, 60 seconds. I'm going to throw out my best dad jokes I've got.
Okay.
And you cannot crack
So by
a
what
laugh.
you've got, the ones you've read online from like...
No. I I didn't make all of these up, but some of them.
So you're ripping jokes. Okay.
What? I mean, isn't that what everybody does?
Oh, can't wait. That made me laugh. Did we start?
No, ready.
No. All right, ready?
I'm ready when you are.
Go.
Okay, what do you call a pig that does karate?
A pig that does karate. I don't know.
A pork chop. Why did the bike fall over?
I couldn't tell you. Kickstand.
It's too tired. What did the buffalo son say when he was leaving his... Or what did the buffalo say when he was leaving his son?
What the buffalo... I don't know.
Bye, son.
Oh, my God.
Okay, that's it.
I'm not okay. Whatever. 25 seconds.
That's it. You lasted 25 seconds.
Okay. Can I tell you?
So I killed it. It took me 1/4 of the time.
Dude, you just said bye, son. You didn't kill it. Okay, you didn't kill it. But watching, what I found out is, you might be able to make it in stand-up because you're your favorite fan. Reading other people's jokes that you find funny, the way you laugh at your own jokes gets laughs. That's the trick.
I saw some other guy does that.
Everybody tries to do it. Dan doesn't. Who we're going to talk to? He's a pro.
Yeah, no, that was somebody else. But I remember him laughing at all of his own jokes, and I thought that was kind of the funniest.
But you do realize it's not because that was funny.
Well, you wanted to laugh with him. Like his laugh made you laugh.
No, I was like, Bison. I'm like, what was funny to me? It was like, this guy thinks this is funny. That was
you
like,
laughed, dude. 25 seconds, unbelievable, dude. That's perfect. That's a perfect segue to go ahead and get Dan on.
That's amazing. Guys, we'll be right back. And when we come back, the king of the Tampa comedy. I didn't win this time. But next time I will. And, next week when we come on here, I got some stuff for you. And we're going to find out what you were just talking about wrestling. We're going to find out where your historical data lie when it comes to the Golden Age and Attitude Era. Perfect. But, guys, we'll be right back with Dan the Man Bakst.
We're back with Dan Bakst, comedian here in Tampa.
Bass like the fish, or
no? Bakst, right?
Bakst.
Bakst Pro.
Yeah.
Like Baxter from Ninja Turtles, right?
Nothing like that, but
that's a good way to say it. BAX.
BAX. Yeah, Bakst. Okay, Bakst. That makes it way easier.
No, we were talking last week about the podcast. You were the opener for all of the Uncle Laser shows, and it got wet and wild. What did you, reminiscing about that weekend, what did you get for us?
Well, the APMs loved them.
Yeah.
APM Saturday might have been my best show.
Oh, it was the best show I've ever seen you.
It was an awesome show. That's the one.
Oh, you were there.
Friday.
Yeah.
Friday was.
No, you were. I think it was Saturday.
I thought that was going to be the peak because and I thought the 10 o'clock show on Friday was like, oh, these people are too. Then, we know what happened.
Yes.
10 p.m. Saturday is the
10 p.m. Saturday was the worst of the worst situation.
Oh, really?
Oh, dude, there's people
for so many
standing.
different reasons.
Yeah. Somebody almost got dragged out. I mean, where do you start? The guy's hammered drunk before he gets here. The doors are open. Like, they sneak in the side door, and they're like, they go, chair check. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, we're sitting here, front row. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. You got to check in the front. So they run to the front, push their way through everybody, and sit at the front door. They get it, and I didn't realize, but he comes up to me like, dude, I already know. And I'm like
chanting. One guy peeks his head through the green room, like it's just me.
Oh,
I think maybe me and Cam.
Yeah.
We're just like, what the hell?
So these guys, and now I realize they're obliterated.
Yeah,
Love
super
it.
drunk.
So
he's like, two young guys.
Yep.
And then I think one of their sets of parents.
I mean, he had a Detroit Lions shirt on, so I should have known.
And I made a joke about it, which is, I made some benign joke. He was like,
oh, dude,
he was wild.
Standing up, waving his hands,
raving by himself at the concert. Which, hey, I guess
best part is by the time Laser gets to the stage,
he's
asleep in the chair.
Oh my God, really?
Couldn't even survive the 30-minute lead up.
Did Laser rip him apart or no? Did just leave him
Laser's doing his stuff and getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, just getting paid and getting out.
Yeah,
dude, I don't blame. At that point, dude. I mean, you done 4 shows, right? I mean, you're probably exhausted.
Laser did great character.
That was like a runoff. I felt everyone who did not buy a ticket in time was at that show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, we had 15 people that tickets that just either didn't show or came late. Like, it was wild. Like, it was that last show was wild, but that Saturday 8 p.m. show was something magical. It was wild.
Yeah. No, I mean, the crowd was popping for sure. So we just played a game, Dan, before you came on.
God,
okay.
A little bit of it. I was trying to get
all right.
Coffee.
Well, Sean thinks he can be a comedian, which I think I'm with you on that one. Let's. I mean, come on. What do you?
First
think?
of all, I've never said I can be a comedian.
First of all, yeah, you did.
I said I'm funny.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
People find me funny. That's all I said.
No, well, you said I could easily be a comedian and be great in 2 weeks. That's what you said.
Those words never came out of my mouth. But now that you're absolutely. If I worked at it and dedicated my time, I could be a great comedian. I unfortunately don't have that kind of time.
It's almost like he's not in a comedy club almost every night of the week.
He doesn't have the time to go up there. Open mic every Monday.
Monday,
but
Wednesday.
You did,
and Wednesday.
Did you? So you did it before though.
Yeah,
you did
one time because Nate.
And so what did you think? Honestly.
Well, he doesn't think like that. He's in the back listening for pops. That's it.
Well, it was fun to watch.
So you have any feedback?
It was kind of cheat code because it was fun for him.
Yeah.
Because they're seeing me as the guy that checks everybody.
Who was the guy? Yeah, exactly. It was like it's all comics like having fun. But who was the guy that went up before?
Naughty Nate.
Okay, yeah, he was better than him. So following.
Now let's go through this.
Not saying, hey, respect to Nate.
No, he loves Naughty Nate. We've been on the podcast.
Yeah.
So do you know what he did? And he doesn't mind me saying. an hour before he went up for his first ever run, he ate an eighth of mushrooms.
Bad idea.
So he's out there puking. He's like, I don't know, something's wrong with me.
But
and
still went through with it.
That's 3 for 3 comics doing mushrooms for one of our shows. Never working out.
I think that makes him beat you just because he threw up right before and went out.
True.
Well, I remember Raphael was like, dude, you're in your feeling. Like, he went deep into his soul before the first time he ever did stand up.
Well, so
you don't get that laugh on one of your jokes you wrote. Oh man, on shrooms.
I think. Do you think that Sean's problem is he goes for cheap laughs?
I don't have
like kind of the
problems.
cheap laughs.
Cheap laughs, cheap whores. That's how Sean lives.
Everything he can do, it's just as cheap as possible.
Male whores, by the way.
Anything he does is cheap
Comedy.
as possible. Anyway, all right. So here's the game.
I see why you led that up. Cheap laughs. The king of cheap laughs himself.
Speaking of cheap laughs, you know the phrase "dad jokes." Obviously,
Yeah, I have
real
some in my
comedians.
Some say.
I was about to say real comedians don't use dad jokes, but maybe they do.
No, they do.
Okay, so I have a whole list of them here ready to go, and I want to give you 60 seconds not to laugh at any
like
of them.
Stonewall Jackson with this. Mostly because I'm a racist, but yeah.
So Sean, it only took him 25 seconds to laugh.
Well, but you understand
I know
why.
that joke's at Bison. I heard that.
Yeah.
Damn it, because
This
that's like
guy's-
one of my big ones.
That's the big one. All right.
That
I'll
was
calm down.
one of
I
my
won't
good
talk.
All right, I'm going to give him a minute and see, because he'll stonewall you if anybody could.
Now that it's a competition, I feel like I definitely will.
All right, I want to see, because I think Dan can.
Okay, all right, here we go.
Ready?
When you're ready,
And
you go ahead.
go.
What did the policeman say to his belly button? You're under arrest.
Wait, you said that? Who said that?
Why did the police? Oh, damn it! That's what I just heard.
These are his dad jokes.
Okay.
Why did the man get hit by a car every day? Because he was stuck in a
Down
vicious cycle.
Oh, it's like a Down syndrome.
Why? Okay, so what did the bartender say to the turkey sandwich when he tried it? When he tried to order a beer? Sorry, we don't serve food here. I don't get that one either.
That would have been the one that got me.
What's the difference between the bird flu and the swine flu?
Came from different countries.
One requires tweetment and the other one an ointment.
These aren't
he
dad
laughed yet?
jokes. These
Has
are
he
like,
laughed
no.
yet?
These are bad
My
jokes.
tag's been pretty
They're not
funny.
dad jokes, they're bad jokes.
Yeah, there we go.
What do you call an alligator detective?
Well, a show on CW coming soon.
Investigator.
Okay. That, honestly, that's what it would be called.
What did the ghost? Okay. What? How much time we got? What?
Last one.
What kind of ghost has? What kind of ghost has the best hearing?
Hearing AIDS. Guy who died from AIDS. 'Cause he has hearing AIDS.
The eeriest.
All right, so
That
cute
I
Halloween
didn't
joke.
crack 'em?
No.
you didn't crack them, but here's you get the womp
for you,
womp
dude.
womp.
Yeah, I suck.
But so here's the thing.
That's an issue with me. Trust me. I watched Ace Ventura as a kid. Didn't laugh.
You
I
got to
was like,
understand about
"Something's
Dan
wrong
too
with
is you can actually tell him funny stuff. He still won't
me." That's
laugh.
not true.
Yeah.
I laughed. Oh, was I not laughing? John
Yeah.
Turkel last night. Was I not
Oh
cracking
my!
up?
I've never seen that
Dude,
either.
I
From
was-
Cowie, that was as good as
That
it
might have
gets.
been one of the best comedy
King.
sets I've seen from any level.
Anywhere.
Dude.
The place was going
If
bullshit,
I
and
didn't
it
know
was
who he
talking
was,
about
I
like
would think that guy's been doing it for like 12, 14
100%.
years.
He was the pro of pros last night. It was insane.
The
I
new
asked
Jack
him afterwards.
Daniels
I like that deserves a performance bonus.
100%.
100%.
Dude, it was wild.
What was his name again?
John
John
Turkel, you've
Turkel.
seen him.
Okay.
Tall dude, Jewish guy,
Jewish hard, though. Can't get hard. Good dude.
comes instantly.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I will say, like I said, a lot of those guys. Who was the other guy, the black guy at the Uncle Laser show?
Oh,
What's his
Cam
name?
Patterson.
Cam Patterson.
Dude,
Our
he shouted
newest
out,
regular.
Newest regular.
newest
Yeah,
regular.
he cracks me up, dude. He's funny.
Oh, he is.
Everyone should give him a follow. But
Yeah, Uncle
Cam's
Laser.
so funny.
He is so
With a
funny.
K,
And
That's his Instagram.
Yeah, Cam's so funny. Yeah, Uncle Laser was a good, like I was telling him last week, it was a good, from my perspective as somebody that has a place that comedy is done, it's this weird internet craze thing that sells, what is your performance gauge? Is it what sells tickets or is it what's funny? Because I think being funny is in the eye of the beholder. And I'm not sure if this crowd was here for funny. I feel like they were here for his gimmick. Because he's a character. Like, he is a wrestler.
yeah.
So, it was pretty wild, and you probably heard a bunch of his bits, and he's worked them out because he's done that on Kill Tony now. But I think it was a phenomenal experience. He's definitely going to come back, hopefully with Hans Kim this time. And, I'm excited.
Is that kind of like a segment of comedians that have gimmicks like that? Like, is that kind of like a thing, or is that just
Now
or
it
is that
is.
just
With
like,
the internet, it is.
Yeah.
Undeniable, though. Here's the thing. You can say what you will. I had a bunch of people say he wasn't the funniest by far. It's not a shot at him. The comics that went before him, they're like, this is amazing. I didn't know. I thought there was just going to be these local dudes from Tampa that sucked. Right. Last night, same thing. Like, I thought this was like 3 guys in the basement, like talking to us and having a conversation. Like, this is real comedy. And I think that's what people are understanding about the gimmick. Now, other businesses that, do similar stuff to us, maybe they have open mic and stuff like that. We kind of have a bullseye on us now where it's like, don't go there because of XYZ. But really what it is funny wins. Yeah. So if you're not funny, you're not going to like a place because people aren't laughing if you're not funny. And that's just the way it goes. Here, people laugh because it's funny.
Yeah, how do you feel about that? Because I remember we had the conversation of like, sometimes it just depends on so much of the audience on what's funny and what's not. Because you might have an audience that you say the same jokes, they don't pop, but the next audience is on fire. You know what I mean?
No, I agree with that.
A lot of it lies in the crowd too, right?
I mean, you saw last night how simple 3 people can like ruin a show just because like it's like a ripple effect. They start doing some weird
talking in the crowd.
Like then these people can't pay attention. Now they're getting mad.
But then you bring Turkel to end it and brings the house down.
Right.
Insanity. But yeah, I see what you're saying, and I'm just an observer. So like I'm like a connoisseur of comedy. I'm not a comedian.
Well, soon to be.
If I dedicate myself to anything,
he's Netflix and
chill. Yeah. No, but like what I'm saying is like I am looking at real comics, and I know because it's the gimmick. Like I dare anybody to come in here and say you didn't have a good time. This is a venue for laughs.
Yeah.
We don't hinder people in any way. A lot of people like to take. You know what I'm noticing? I wanted to talk to Dan about this too. What I'm noticing is you're a wokester yourself, but there's a lot of wokeness in comedy, and it almost is like a weapon to try to bring down successful comics to say, oh, they're homophobic, sexist, racist. Like, what is that? Because you've been in the comedy scene much longer than I have, but I'm looking at it from the outside in, and in my mind, funny is funny. It's not illegal to say hateful things, although some people don't like it when they hear it. But if you're putting it in satire or in comedy, nothing is off limits, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Why do people go that route? Have you met any woke comics?
I mean, there's literally shows where you have to be,
clean. They tell you?
No. I mean, I've signed a contract. I don't want to say the place, but it's like you can't say certain things. You can't talk about this.
So you wouldn't be able to like say the.
What can't you say?
Like, give us examples.
I mean, I wanted to go out and just...
The R word, the F word.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
Okay.
Even what I say, one of my songs, they got mad. Even like, you say you voted for... I have a Trump joke, which is obviously...
But
you saw what happened here one night. I voted for Trump. I did this joke. So this lady doesn't even hear the joke goes, whatever, people laugh, and then she goes, it's your fault. She's like, John, I'm like...
But his joke isn't that. Not somebody. His joke is saying he voted for Trump for
The Apprentice,
his show.
Awards.
Yeah,
but they don't even want to come out. They're ready to pounce saying you voted for Trump.
It's just a simple statement like that.
It's wild.
You go too inclusive, you're not inclusive.
Right.
Now, as a comic fan and sitting on the outside, do you find yourself like you hear those ooh jokes where people aren't laughing but it's funny, but they're like people say like incest jokes or shit like that, and do you ever find yourself like ooh, or is there no off limits for making you laugh?
Well, man, for me personally, there's no off limits. You've
been in the business.
I don't take any of it personal. Yeah, no, I don't.
And you don't think if somebody says something, you're not gonna be like, ooh, he must really be a Trump supporter if you vote for him for The Apprentice. No, but I know it's so crazy though that people come in there with this agenda. So like in my mind, I say the gimmick, dude, nothing's off limits. Put it on me. Somebody says something crazy, I allowed it.
Yeah. I mean,
but you know what? Been working so far.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you guys are killing it, dude.
Thank you, man. And I'm glad that you come support too. And these local people that come to multiple shows. I mean, Dan runs all of our mics. He runs all of our shows. He brings in not only the best comics in Tampa, but a new lineup each and every time.
Shit. Place to be.
Yeah. We're back and we're here with the man, Dan. And why I'm asking that, not to put you on the spot, but like a comic to me.
Already.
No, this is gonna be great.
No, but I love this because a comic.
New stuff, right?
Yeah, all new. But and you, by the way, you're gonna see him perform this stuff Monday and Wednesday of this week, 8 p.m. It's only $5 for audience to come in. We have a great audience, great comics, and it's a lot of fun. Dan actually sits on the panel with Bob Holden on Wednesdays. A great back and forth. One of the best shows is called The Bomb Shelter. And one of these days, if Austin, he's gonna get Botox stabbed in his face live on the show. I'm not going to do that. But if he gets up and does stand-up, I will do stand-up again. Every time one of my buddies that doesn't do stand-up goes up there, I'll go up there too.
Perfect.
And all I'm going to do is tell true stories of what happened to me in college.
Deal.
All right, Dan, so give us some new stuff you're working out because I want to hear how it works.
All right, well, I'm scared to say some
I
of
this.
love this. Well, you guys know the Whale's nominated for a lot of Oscars.
No.
Yeah, I didn't know Lizzo acted.
Okay.
Whale.
I got it.
Because she's big.
Yeah, we got it.
It's funny. Well, I'm body positive. You know, I'm body positive.
Yeah.
I'm positive her body's fat.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's
sorry.
a good one.
That's good.
You
That's
can
good.
write in. Hey, if you have a problem with this, you could send it into I don't know.
Well, even some of the ones in the last month that no one's
well,
heard.
the Gasparilla was just Gasparilla race was this weekend. I went to the Gasparilla race. Only race I saw was white. How about that?
That's good. That's good.
That's a good one. That was good.
You can just change that to NASCAR when you want it, and it's not seasonal. That's a comic tip. My last hookup was 420 friendly. Very friendly after I gave her 420s.
That was good too.
That's cute.
Like
To me, that's like a dad joke.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good dad.
Well, that's
joke.
a hooker dad
Can I use
joke.
that one?
You
Permission
can
to use.
use it on the Botox.
There we go.
But
You should.
I did hook up with the prostitute. I didn't know she was prostitute because we matched on Venmo. Might be too similar. Hey, I got catfished by an Asian girl, so I guess I got koi fished. Oh, come on.
That's good.
There we go.
good
See ya. Actually, shout out to Raphael Cruz on that one. Raphael was like, I wrote a joke that's like your style, which I think just means unfunny.
Oh,
He's like, you can
yeah,
have
what does
this.
that mean?
That's like,
By the way,
I don't want this shit.
shout out Raphael
Ralph
Cruz. Had a
killed us
great
Good
last
enough
set.
for you to have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. 80% of women like being choked in bed. The other 20% won't text me back.
That's a good one.
I will see. You guys know famous chef Emma Lagasse?
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't like the new Jackass movie. Not enough. Bam.
You got that one?
Yeah, no.
So-
I missed that one.
Bam!
Yeah.
Margera was in Jackass.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
he,
In one
he was
scene.
on drugs and stuff, so he couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Okay,
that
I
one's
remember
gonna
that now.
kill.
Yeah, well, that one went by
On
me.
Quibi.
Sorry.
I don't know. You guys be too
Quibi.
kind.
All right, give us one more good one you got working
They're
out.
teaching the Big Bang Theory in our public schools now. What's next? Young Sheldon.
I do like that.
Fine, I could do one more.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys know it's 420 is coming up, and 420 is also Hitler's birthday. So to celebrate 420 this year, I'm gonna burn 6 million J's.
Yeah,
I can make
so
that.
is
I can
Austin.
make that joke.
So
because
is Austin.
I think that one.
Hey.
We got that. That was awesome.
That
That
actually
actually crowd
killed,
last
too.
night.
That
Yeah,
did.
actually, they did like it last night. Dirty show.
I love that too because there's a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
get in
different.
trouble for saying all that because out of context, people are gonna
That's
be hearing us at
amazing.
8 a.m.
No,
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
well,
different
no,
at 10
it's great.
p.m. in the room. Whatever.
No, it's not.
Dude,
It was
at
funny.
10:30 when people are hammered drunk.
I'm not even hammered.
Dude, it's
We got
only
some-
like noon
We had some
right
14-year-olds in here running around.
Oh, dude, that was wild
know
too.
what was going
Everybody,
on.
wait.
We
From
had a
young
Kava
to old,
crew
they love
last night.
comedy.
They were so cool. The Kava crew coming out. People staying from the shows. Guy from Uncle. I'm sorry. I'm bragging about the club now.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but what I was gonna say too is Creative Loathing from Tampa was here for the
Yeah.
Uncle Laser show, which was
Oh,
awesome.
cool.
They've been posting our stuff a little bit.
Oh, big news.
Uh.
I think someone saw me here because I got booked. Speaking of TikTok guys, some big TikTok guy.
Sick.
I don't. Can I say another club? I don't. Hoot and Hive.
yeah.
It doesn't affect anybody.
Where's Hoot and Hive? I don't even know.
Yeah, it's like it's a very fun restaurant bar actually.
I like
by
it.
UT. Demetrius Martin.
Never heard of him, but
Yeah, big on TikTok.
That's
Huge
sick.
On 3 million or something.
Oh wow.
oh really?
I don't go-
Do you
I
have
don't-
TikTok?
No, me.
No, I don't have it.
Ghost. No, you don't have TikTok. No. Even for the pod, you don't do clips.
No.
Man,
I
maybe
mean,
you
TikTok's
should.
gonna be banned in a month
That's-
or two
that's
anyway.
true, huh?
Yeah,
Or it'll kill you.
yeah, fuck
one
it.
of the two.
It's too late. Fuck it.
Now let me ask you a question, Austin. If you got into the comedy world, what
Yeah.
kind of comic would you be? Would you be like a safe dad joke comic, or would you like talk about eating pussy?
Dude, well,
Why not do both?
yeah, right. Well, stand-up people that I admire, I'd say.
Yeah, who are your 3 favorite
Well,
stand-ups
Chappelle
right
is
now?
obviously
Okay.
one. I like David Spade. I always thought he was really funny.
So you haven't
fine.
seen comedy for like 10 years.
Well, I mean, when I look
David's
back,
still going. David
yeah.
is very funny. He's underrated, actually, stand up.
And I would say Eddie Murphy. Is
So way
all
back in the
hilarious.
day.
Yeah. I like older
We
stuff.
get it.
I mean,
You like African American.
I like
Yeah.
black people.
No, I'm kidding.
No, I
cool.
mean, yeah, I don't watch a lot of new comedy. I mean, Bert Kreischer's hilarious. I like him. You guys don't like him.
Nuts. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Well,
whoa.
Sean said you didn't care for him.
Funny story. Your ex-wife carpooled with him for years when they were kids together, living in the same.
They
living
lived in the same neighborhood.
I watched Two Bears, One Cave.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm not a big. I don't watch really a lot of specials. Stand-up
I'm just
specials.
right now. My favorite is Norman Hinchcliffe Gillis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's just-
I would miss Gillis. I
Well,
want to
see, I'm not in it like you guys are. I don't know all, everybody, but those are my 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of generic.
I mean, those are good. No,
No,
those are good. Yeah. No.
But they've been good for like 30 years.
Yeah.
All
Well,
of them,
the legends. I like legends.
So no.
Hey, gold medals. You're going for that
That's
gold
true.
medal every
Right,
time.
exactly.
Now, not to harp on going for the gold medal, but like, are you trying to get weird with it technology-wise, or do you just keep it basic?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Eating pussy. Are
Oh,
you
I thought
actually
it was
throwing
comedy.
shit? Like, are you actually?
yeah.
Are you doing
What?
a slideshow?
No, before we get out of here too, Dan is one of the
We'll
most
cut the
accomplished
roast
Tampa.
shit out.
Yeah. One of the most comics in Tampa. He doesn't want me to say anything because he hates it, but the guy's working multiple times a week, not just here at the Gimmick. He's at Coastal Creative running all those shows over there. He just got done with Demetrius. I mean, the guy's just going to keep going. But how do they get a hold of you? Because your Instagram's been growing, your clips have been killing. Where do they get a hold of you?
My clips have been killing too.
No, that's awesome.
Cut that. Add the applause. Not add it. They're here. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Fucking bad producer over here. Not you. You're great. This guy over here.
Fitz? Yeah, we've tried.
You got to talk about woo-wee. No, hey, shout out to whatever he's doing.
Charging $200 for comics.
Instagram mostly. I'm updating the website as we speak. I'm also going to start doing more video work.
At Dan Bakst.
Yeah, BAKST. Come to a show here. Coastal.
Shout out Coastal, too.
Yeah, shout out Coastal's great.
Zach killing the game over there.
Shout out to St. Pete Stand Up, I gotta be honest.
Bobby Holden killing the game.
So every Tuesday I'll be at some St. Pete room at the Nest, they call it St. Pete Brew every Tuesday now. So Monday, Wednesday I'm here. Tuesday, St. Pete Brew.
Weekends
Thursday,
here somewhere.
Weekends I'm always somewhere. Yeah. So
but that is cool. It's a cool little group of people doing good comedy, and there's another Monday mic I'm going to go down. We'll keep the name hush-hush, but before our open mic Monday, we're going to shoot down there. I am at least, just to meet everybody and see how things are going. So we'll see you guys down there on the Monday mic, just to get some clarification.
Unreal.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So
you guys talk about that in another segment?
No, but I would love to. Can we get into it? I don't mind.
What?
Dan, all right, so I'll tell you. So no names or places, but everybody. So one of our fans went on Eventbrite and they saw like different comedy things going up. They sent us a screenshot of something saying like, "How do I get on this mic?" And it's like, well, comedy is just about being funny. But if you are sexist, homophobic, racist,
and I'm only 2 out of those. You know,
go to the Gimmick in Ybor City because they don't care about that stuff.
They like that stuff.
They like that stuff.
They like that stuff.
Put it out
it's not
there.
We fucking love it. No.
So man.
So
you
guys
like Jeremiah Watkins, Troy Bond, you know.
Karen Feehan. I mean,
so you guys
I can't ask the other person that I want to. I was going to say Uncle
Laser, but
he's actually kind of fits with it if I talk about.
No,
we have everyone. We had a Pride show,
dude.
Pride show with all white men. It was great.
White men. No, but so that came across the desk. And now I have to,
which is a badge of honor. That's gonna be.
Dude, I'm not mad, but don't you think I need to play? I don't even want to say bully pulpit, but like I should go.
It's not the first time they've done jabs at the plate.
You and your dick getting you in trouble.
You know
is that what it is?
Fucking no, dude. We won't get it. No people, places, or things. But sometimes
is it because you're here, they're giving the place shit? Is that what you're saying?
I think now that I'm co-signed, it's
they're
just
not
us.
allowed here.
Oh,
they banned themselves.
They banned themselves.
They've been on the stage here. They came here and wanted to be on a show.
Banned themselves.
They've been on 2 shows. Here.
Unreal.
Bombed horribly. He got so mad at me for putting this person on.
I literally.
And then
last night I kind of got mad at you too, but we won't get into it.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know you did.
But I had the conversation with somebody outside as well, and that's the weird thing too. That's the game we play because I'll be like, "Hey, get this guy on," like, and then he goes on, maybe he does good, maybe, and then but you can vouch, but like if they bomb legitimately, not just bombing like bad jokes,
in a bad way.
Yeah, got it.
I don't like it.
But this guy has been on the stage when we very first opened. I mean, it's almost like
didn't realize he was saying already. That talking bad came that week. Did it still were talking bad? I was like, all right, you got
it's crazy. But don't you think at the end of the day, it's all about if you're not comfortable where you are, it's easier to just attack. And that's my thing is like whether you're bad, good, or otherwise, just like I know what you're trying to do, but it doesn't hurt my feelings because like you saying that is like another. Any publicity is good publicity, and people are going to come here.
I'm laughing about it. You were laughing. You were cracking up.
I literally, as soon as I got the text, I'm just as many ha-has as you could put down. But that's another part of the comedy that I'm learning too, is because I'm an art studio, and we talked about it on our podcast. I need to start putting out the art because we're selling. Bobby Kelly is one of my favorites.
Shout out Robert Kelly.
Robert Kelly. He had a Patrice O'Neill, and I just finished the Rickles, and I'm just excited to like have these connections through like people making people laugh. That's fun for me. I stand in the back like he knows on an open mic. Sometimes it gets wild, but like sometimes when you're bombing and trying new jokes, I'm back here laughing. Like sometimes you'll be like, dude, I'm just watching.
Well, there's one way to bomb at an open mic, which is one thing, but like, to do a show, people are paying like actual money, more money.
Sure.
But like
open mics are for that.
And you're treating it worse than an open mic.
Yeah.
It's just like that's a disrespect to the room. It's a disrespect to the rest of the show. People don't go after you. It was such a great.
And like who I talk to, what it means is you're in the back of the line, and then you got to work. But like I like that because that's like with anything. If you're playing on a men's league team and you start shooting threes and missing everything, you're not going to play because wanting to win should be the most important thing. Right. So it's not about like what you well, you know what? They don't pass me the ball, so when I get it, I'm just going to throw it up behind my head. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, but when you go up there in an open mic, it's fine no matter what happens because they're paying. It's a $5 fee for the audience to watch comedy for 3 hours.
Right.
Come and go as you please.
Come and go as you please.
There's like second waves come in. Like this wave comes in for like this.
I kind of like that
me
too.
It's fun for me because I go out and do the same jokes in between.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I'm excited.
You heard earlier.
Exactly. I'm excited too. So if you want to hear some really awesome racial and homophobic jokes, come on over.
Also, you know.
Throw the schedule out one more time.
Yeah, Monday is the Dan's Secret Open Mic, which is just a very fun open mic, couple bombs, couple guest spots, and then Wednesday's Bomb Shelter, very fun show. We get to try new material, audience and shout out stuff. Fridays, every time we have 8, it's a rotating show. Roast, Don't Tell
the
comedy
next roast
shows.
on the 31st. Don't Tell comedy shows. It's every week.
Get to bed early shows a newer show at 8, and then 10 o'clock. You guys know it's the dirty show
everybody knows.
And if you have a headliner, maybe check out the Saturdays. But those are we'll come with those.
Nice. And then to find you personally, one more time, where do we find you?
DanBakst across all social. I'm excited. I got a lot of fun stuff coming up.
Awesome.
How can we get a hold of you, 813?
Tampa is Life, TampaIsLife.com.
And we want to thank them for giving out free shirts. He's actually
100%.
promoting.
He hype it up, dude. He throws them out.
Keep giving them out, dude. Give them out as many as you want. I don't give
Hey, stop saying that.
People in the crowd last night wearing
it's crazy.
Nice.
They threw them on.
Perfect.
That one girl that wouldn't stop talking.
So I was like, come on.
She changed in the
But then
middle
two
of
in
the
the
room.
back, they were cool as hell.
Yeah, they were.
Good. Well, come in and pick up some shirts.
And you can find me
vintage
vintage_gimmick. And our comedy is at Gimmick Comedy. Gotta like and follow us. Come to a show, guys. And if you want to see me get up on open mics, come Monday.
Should we give
pay
a promo
$5.
code?
Yeah.
Just watch this. 813.
like that.
Use promo code 813. Message us 813 podcast.
Yep. Oh, sweet.
Free spot.
There you go.
Or half off.
We'll do half off things.
negotiating
What
live here
I'm
on
saying
the
is
Free
buy
at the
one, get
open
one.
mic?
If you buy a
Free
ticket,
mic?
you can have somebody come in.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
exactly
wow.
what it is.
There you
Buy
go.
one, get one. That's a better deal. You're right.
Yeah.
Nice.
And if you have no friends, sign up for the open mic.
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
You're fit right in.
All right, you'll see me and Austin one Monday. Just be here, be square, be good. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the What's Good Tampa Show. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at What's Good Tampa Show or visit what'sgoodtampa.com to get involved with the show. See you next time.